I am Dr. Adetomishi Dada, and I am the lecturer in optics at the University of Glasgow in the School of Physics and Astronomy.
My name is Kirsty and I am the Programme Manager for the UK's Quantum Hub in Imaging, based out of the University of Glasgow, also called Quantic.
Hi, I'm Lucy. I'm an undergraduate physics student at the University of Glasgow.
My name is Dr. Peter Snedden and I'm a Senior Lecturer in Learning, Teaching and Scholarship in the School of Physics and Astronomy at the University of Glasgow.
Hello, my name is Chris Hounen. I'm Professor of Quantum Programming at the University of Edinburgh.
Thank you. Okay.
We asked secondary school students what questions they would ask someone working in quantum technology.
Here's what they wanted to know.
Dive into our mystery questions and good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Okay.
Question 1, I guess.
What exactly is quantum technology?
Basically, quantum technology is the fundamental study of matter and energy. And quantum technologists use this knowledge to develop advances in applications that can be seen worldwide, real time now.
So quantum computers I think of as tiny physical systems which nature sort of operates, and we tell them what to do so that at the end of the day they can compute something we want to know the answer to.
There are certain ways to communicate that are not possible normally using the conventional approaches. But with quantum mechanics, like magic, they become possible. So something that would take thousands of years on a normal computer would take maybe hours on a quantum computer. Yeah.
Quantum technology is used right now to actively influence and change the way that we live our lives for the better. So some examples of quantum technology in use right now are thin hair endoscopes. So rather than your traditional endoscopes that are big fibre bundles, you can develop single hair ones, so the width of a human hair, and you can use that to study small spaces within the body. So using quantum technology to be able to probe whether there's leaks in pipes, so you can detect carbon dioxide or methane leaks from a distance. So there's lots of ways that quantum technology is used right now to actively influence and change the way that we live our lives for the better.
So quantum technology refers to a range of different technologies, actually different techniques that harness the power of quantum mechanics to make things better, make things that are otherwise impossible possible.
There's many applications for quantum that we don't even understand yet. So it's still quite a new technology and quite a new area of research, but lots of data to show that the way which is going to impact our world is phenomenal. So a really exciting space to be working in.
Quantum technology sounds hard, is it?
Yes, it is. But it is by no means impossible. Much like physics itself, it's not impossible. It's something you should explore, and it will either click with you or it won't. And if it clicks with you, then you are not going to find it hard. You should try it, and if it's for you, then you'll really love it.
So yeah, it is hard, but it's not too hard. So that's a good thing.
Definitely, absolutely a space that anyone who loves science can work in.
What are 3 things that make you happy?
This is not a question I expected.
I don't know if I meant to ask this from a work point of view or anything else.
My friends, my cat, and my family.
Understanding something new, helping other people to understand. So that's why I really love teaching. The opportunity to share that knowledge with the world.
So my main role is a teacher, and so being able to convey learning in students is one of the main things that I really like.
Getting to work in an incredibly exciting and vibrant sector, working with people. So I'm really passionate about supporting young people, especially those that maybe wouldn't normally think that a career in science was for them. My dog, am I allowed to say that?
Since you're studying physics, would you consider a career in quantum technology? I always have considered a career in quantum technology and physics because that was one of the things that first drew my interest to it. If the opportunity came up, then I would definitely be open to it.
Who would be your 3 dream dinner guests, past or present? Aha.
Oh, I don't think I was prepared for this one.
I guess my dream dinner guest would be ones who brought their own food, because then I didn't need to cook.
One would be Einstein.
Has to be Einstein, doesn't it?
I think Albert Einstein would be such an interesting man to sit down and have a conversation with.
I mean, he is kind of viewed as the father of all modern physics, and so it would be interesting to know him.
Barack Obama.
And another one would be Schrödinger.
Isaac Newton as well, just because I just am really curious about what he was like.
David Attenborough, 100%.
Let's say Lionel Messi.
Maybe Marie Curie. She was the first woman to win 2 Nobel Prizes, both in physics and chemistry, and she would probably give the guys a run for their money, so I would have her too.
And then I would probably say something like Taylor Swift.
What is your job? Tell us in a sentence.
So I'm a full-time undergraduate student, so that kind of just involves all of my lectures and my labs. We do group projects and individual projects.
I spend about a quarter of my time doing research, a quarter of my time teaching, maybe a quarter of my time working with PhD students and postdocs and colleagues and other researchers, and a quarter on what's called leadership, so making sure the university stays working and everything keeps operating.
To work with people to develop quantum technology that has a real world impact.
Did you always want to work in quantum technology?
No.
No.
No, I can't say that I did. Apparently, I told my mum when I was 3 that I wanted to be an inventor, so I guess that maybe counts.
I just knew I wanted to understand how things worked at the most basic level.
I thought about biology and physics, I thought about engineering. Went to an outreach event at the University of Glasgow, and I think seeing all of my peers around me and seeing the lecturers and stuff, it just made me believe that I could do it, and I just got really excited, and that was when I thought maybe I should do physics.
So I tried to get into an electronics degree course, but then I got spoken to by a professor, and he said, well, why do you want to study electronics? So I told him, and he said, well, what you want is physics. And so I studied physics, and in the course of learning physics, I learned about quantum physics. And that was how I got interested in quantum technology.
In high school, and maybe other girls weren't choosing to study physics, my mum said, see, just because there's all boys in your class, do it. You love science, you love understanding how things work, go do it. Yeah, I never knew what quantum was, but by doing what I love, it's taken me here.
Why should students have an interest in studying quantum technology? Quantum technology is one of the cutting edge areas of physics. There are a lot of different areas of physics that are pushing forward boundaries all the time, but quantum technology is one of those that's going to make a big difference to the world around us in the next 10, 20 years. It's also one that's a really growing industry in Scotland.
What do you like about your job?
Teaching is the main thing that I really love doing. Being able to convey knowledge to students, to be able to make people feel that they understand what's going on, and to help others with their own teaching.
I like that we're really in an exciting field that's just starting to actually make an impact on the world.
Last question, I think.
Right, last question, right.
Oh, it's the last one.
What career advice?
What career advice would you give your teenage self?
That's an awesome question.
Be consistent and be flexible with your goals.
Just if you can work hard and it will make you happy, then that's what you should do.
Don't worry. You will find a way forward, you will find something to do, and you know yourself well enough that you will end up doing the right thing.
My main piece of advice that I could give myself 20 years ago, which is scary, is do what you love. I think if you do what you love, you'll never go wrong.